There we are. Welcome to Cooking with Liz. Tonight we're doing spaghetti pie with applesauce. Glad everybody's hopefully going to join me at some point. So let's go ahead and get started. Basically, well, I'll explain it as we go. All right, so we're going to eventually use this pan, but right now we're just going to set it aside because we're going to put our spaghetti in here. We're going to put some cheese, spaghetti and meat sauce, and then bake it off. But everything will be cooked, so it's not going to take too long to bake. But while it's baking, we're going to make some applesauce tonight too. So first thing we want to do is let's get our water started boiling for our spaghetti. So we'll get the water going. We'll put a little bit of salt in the water. How's everybody been doing? Hopefully everybody back in the States has had a good Friday. I know it's Saturday morning now throughout the entire States. So there's our salt in our water. Let's get our stove started. All right, there we go. Oh, and turn our fan on. Alrighty. So, we got that going. Now let's start on our meat sauce. So, meat, mushrooms, green peppers from the other day. Where did they go? Not green peppers, but bell peppers. Yep, we're going to use those up. Of course, y'all know me. Love my garlic and my onions. Now we're going to use these little onions tonight. Get rid of these other onions, they're starting to grow. Which I can still use them, but probably should, but we're going to pass on that. All right, and garlic. Da, 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 da. Garlic, garlic. Love my garlic. So, hey, Fi. You're going to lyric while Z does his last fleet battle. Yeah, I understand. Well, welcome to the show. I appreciate you coming over to watch. So let's start getting our stuff chopped up so that we can get our meat sauce started. All right, so went by the exchange today and got some new cutting board things. Hopefully they don't slip around as much, and it came with like 4 of them. You bend them up and you can use them to funnel food with, they said. So they do bend pretty good. So it seems to be a little more stable than the other one. Let's set this aside. They still need to dry though. They didn't dry very well when I set them up like that. That's my fault. Being silly. Okay, so we got our chopper. Let's go ahead and get things into that. And we're gonna add it all into our meat sauce. And then I also went to the commissary, Freedom's Choice commissary brand. But that's okay. There's no reason to go with expensive stuff when we're going to spice it up a bit anyways. So it already has basil in it, and it already has some garlic in it, but yeah, I like a lot of garlic. So these neat Japanese garlic cloves that are like a whole piece of, they're not cloves like the regular garlic that we're used to. So they're interesting. I've been enjoying cooking with them. So apparently I have some setting a little different tonight with the OBS because I'm actually hearing myself talk in the headphone. So hopefully if I get raided by somebody, I will hear them come in. Hope I have everything set up right still for that. But anyways, Fi, I hope you're feeling better. You said on the Dr. Z stream you weren't feeling too hot tonight, and I'm sorry to hear that. We're going to chop everything up together. That should rinse it out, get our seeds out. We'll cut those up in a second. Get rid of that. I know I've been tired today. I partied a little hard last night. It was a rough couple of days for me at work. I shouldn't say rough, it was just busy work. I had to review another company's procedures, and then they were missing one, and I had to help them write a new procedure. So that was interesting to say the least. You're welcome. Don't like it when my friends don't feel well. Right. Oh. Okay. So these are all the things I really want to get in first. We'll put the mushrooms in there later. We'll do probably, yeah, I like onion. We'll do a few of them. So we'll chop all this stuff up together, then start our meat and put this in with it so that these cook a little more or get cooked, closer to getting cooked, before we put the spaghetti pie in the oven. Haven't started my oven yet, but we'll get that going shortly. So this is a recipe that my aunt used to make for her boys, my two cousins. So the way I got it was, had to be about, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, maybe a little less, after my grandparents passed away. She actually published a cookbook for the family using an online publishing source. And there's a lot of cool recipes from my childhood that my mom used to make, some that my sisters used to make. Oh, there's one of them that was really good. It was a no-bake chocolate cookies with oatmeal and peanut butter that you just mix all together. And my sister can still make that without even looking at a recipe. She has it completely memorized. It was Dad's favorite, so she would make it all the time. That made it into the cookbook. But this is the one that intrigued me the most, I think. And yeah, I've easily been making this for 10 years or so, because I've also made it as a vegetarian dish using hamburger substitute. And you could not tell that it was a hamburger substitute when I did it. And that was 10 years ago when I was going through a vegetarian phase. Not that there's anything wrong with being a vegetarian, but I've learned to like meat. I really do like my meat. Well, not my meat, but So we're just gonna peel these onions up. Nobody wants onion skin in their food. At least I don't. But yeah, I kind of like this new little cutting. Whoa! Drop that one. That's all right. We're gonna wash it anyways. We'll rinse it off right now so we don't put anything in there. But that's okay. My floor's clean. I cleaned myself. But yeah, then this morning I had to get up and go to the ship so that I could ensure there was a safe atmosphere for my subcontractor who is doing some hot work. Just doing some grinding, but the requirement is that we verify that there's no explosive atmosphere where they're going to be doing the hot work, and actually I have a little meter that does that for me. But you have to be qualified to use it. So, and I'm the only one here that's, well, they have one guy that's qualified to use it, but unfortunately he's still completing a 10-day quarantine because he popped positive for COVID. So I had to go in and help them out. So I had to get up early this morning. It's not something I'm used to doing on a Saturday. All right, our water's already starting to get towards boiling, because we're going to get our noodles in there. And get those started cooking. I'm thinking, man, we're going to do this last one. Why not? It's out. Get all this stuff. Whoop, there we go. Drop it again. Hopefully not. The water's just about boiling over there. All right. There we go. Let's get rid of the trash. That trash too. Water's boiling, but we're gonna give it just a second and do this part first. Oh, hey, that was neat. So I just noticed this. There's a little seal on the bottom here that I can actually push down on a seal lip here. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, missed it. There we go. This time it should work. Chop all our stuff up. Pick it up to get it off the sides. There we go, that's good for that. All right, we got our water boiling. Let's get our noodles in. All right, Freedom's Choice again. Hey, Dr. Z, welcome, welcome. So we got the noodles. We're gonna put those in the boiling water, get that cooking. And you can use spaghetti, angel hair, that's what I'm using, thin spaghetti. You should probably use linguine too. Any of these nice noodles like this. Hopefully that should be enough. It's probably more than it's gonna fit in my pan, but we'll make it fit. We'll break it up because obviously it's not going to fit in that little pan by itself. So break these up. Put them in there. And we're making a mess on the stovetop, but that's all right. Easy to clean up. All right, so that's probably more noodles than are supposed to go in that pan. But that's okay. All right. I didn't hear it fire. Need a new spark plug. Dr. Z is talking about you pull starting the chopper. Right. Dr. Z, I have my Discord on. I don't know if it's going to work, but it might. So feel free to give that a try this time. I actually do have my